The idea behind Freaky Friday is this notion of consciousness swapping. Can that happen? The very first step is, what is consciousness? And it turns out that there is no answer. No one has figured it out. It's an emergent phenomenon that comes out of a biological set of cells. So in order for me to say how could that actually come about, I need to have an idea of what actually consciousness is, right? So if I peeled off the outer layer of your brain, the wrinkled one, and swapped it with mine, are we switching consciousnesses? So let's look at what they've done experimentally to understand consciousness. If you're unconscious through anesthesia, you're asleep, and you monitor the brain activity, you'll see that there are areas of the brain that are not actually active. But then when you become conscious, now they activate. But can you say that that is where consciousness lives? For example, when you turn on a radio, a light comes on and you hear the sound. Does the light turning on create the sound? No. Even though they're correlated, there's not a causal relationship between them. Right. The thing that jumps out to me is that clearly we're not the only species with it, and it's across a range of brain architectures. So, all of us are information processing systems. Everything with the brain is processing information. So if somehow that process generates consciousness as a inevitable side effect of information processing.
To your credit, like, this is an age-old philosophical question that, an age-old question, I should say, that both philosophers and scientists have, tried to dive into for thousands of years.
Absolutely. And in fact, Albert Einstein, once said something along the lines of, I'm not smarter than anyone. I'm just able to leave the answer open, the question open for a lot longer than others will tolerate. Right. And I never fill in the blank when I don't know with my favorite idea. I leave it as I don't know.